Greetings, everyone, from my room here at 5D, room 14 at the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center here at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. I've been here most of the time since January, and we're now in August. So it's been a long, long time, and now my doctor came in to tell me about my treatment plan. I wasn't happy with the dates. I cried, but I know that I don't really have a choice, and this is what I have to do to spend more time with Gabriel for the rest of his life and the rest of my life. So the treatment plan involves being here on my birthday, which is also our anniversary, and if I need a bone marrow transplant, being here for Christmas. That will be my cracking point. I have been very, very strong, or at least tried to be strong. I've cried every day. I don't know if you call that weak. For Gabriel, cried just for our family, that we just couldn't be together. The strain I'm putting on my family, the strain that it is just taking a toll on everyone, and we're all coming together for my family to help raise Gabriel in Atlanta, and for Caesar to stay strong at work, and for me not to need him while I'm here. Even though I love him, I want him to focus at work. It's been a long journey, a very long journey emotionally, just with the emotional roller coaster. And it's so hard, not just on me, it's on the caregiver, it's on everybody involved. We're all out of our element. And it's like if you've ever trained for a race, it's like training, whether it's a 5K or a marathon. You push hard, you push hard, you push hard. They tell you, oh, only 0.2 miles ahead. And then you can just take that breath and be done. But here, you get near the end, and they say, oh, no, don't stop, don't relax. We've got another marathon for you, and another marathon, and another marathon. Well, at this point, I've run 4 marathons and never had a time to take a breath. I'm exhausted, but I make myself walk for at least 3 to 4 miles a day. Days I get sick, even if I have 102-degree fever, I go out and walk. And you know why I walk? Because I'm going to survive this. Because I want to go home and be with my baby. He's 2 years old. He needs me. He cries at daycare. They ask me to FaceTime him or send him videos. And he says how much he misses me. And my heart falls to pieces. It's the one thing I've learned here, is that you have no control. And it's something that I thrive off of, is being in control of situations. I have no control. Cancer doesn't care. You're on cancer's time. Cancer's not on your time. Cancer doesn't care if you blow through your birthday, your anniversary, if you miss your kid's school or graduation, or you miss your mother's 70th birthday like I did. Cancer does not care what holiday it is. You just have to forge ahead, and you have to come out the winner. Another thing I'm learning is, when I was in TV news as an anchor and reporter, you get assigned a story, you get that story, you get that interview everybody wants, you write a great story, and all that hard work equals success. Here, hard work just means, hey, you tried. There is no guarantee. And so every day when they do these rounds and they come in, it's like 6 people that come in. It's all 4 doctors. There's an intern, there's a fellow, there's a resident, there's attending, and then you have your doctor called the longitudinal that looks at the long-term goal for you. And then you have the social worker to make sure you haven't lost your mind, which I do sometimes. You have the nurse, and then you have somebody who's here about the clinical studies. So I'm honored to be here at Johns Hopkins with all the right people in place, but it's just so hard to be away from my family. I think I'm out of tears because last night I cried all day, and I sat outside in the dark at night, just needed to get away. I didn't want the nurses to see me crying again. So here's what I have to say. Yeah, I feel like I've lost control of things. I told Caesar I have to start taking care of all the bills, and I need to just obsess with control of other things, because the rest, as they say, the best laid plans often go awry. As for my plans, here's what's next. I hope to get out of here in the next 7 days. My son's going to be here in about 7 days, and I want to be there with him. After that, they're going to do 2 weeks later a bone marrow biopsy. In that bone marrow biopsy, they're going to look at not just the bone marrow, but the stem cells. Now remember, the stem cells are the queen bee. That's the mom making all the cells. And if the mom's still there, it doesn't matter if they've killed the adult cells. They have to get the stem cell, or I need a transplant. So when they look, they're going to wait for those tests to come back. If there's any sign of any abnormality, I'll be sent right to transplant. However, that transplant will be pushed back. If they have to study, make sure my sister's still a perfect match, check her medical records, and give her a number of medical tests. If she's still the match for me, that transplant could take place in October. What we're hoping for is I come back, the bone marrow is empty, the stem cell's empty, I come back for what's called HIDAC, which I've been doing since January, and it's basically killing the cancer cells as they wake. They have a 60-day sleep cycle. I come back for that. It's 30 days of hell. I have to armor up and do it, and then I'm done with the treatment. Doesn't mean I walk away singing Kumbaya. Just means I'm done with the treatment, and then I can go on my way and be home with my family and come back for regular visits. So I ask you to armor up. I've armored up. I do it every single day, and I ask you to do the same. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like working out. Get outside and walk. Do something constructive for your body, for your health. You don't want to come in here and half fight. I'm having a tough time being fit and fighting. Come in here and give it your all. You don't know if you're next, because life can change in an instant. So I ask you to go out and enjoy life. Take the vacation. Don't hold grudges. It's not worth it. Just take care of your health and armor up in case this happens to you or somebody you love. Thanks for all your prayers and all your blessings.